Hey YouTube, we are back. We got a new toy here. We got ourselves a Metabo. I don't know what HPT stands for, but Metabo HPT 10-inch compound miter saw. I literally just got back here from Lowe's and I've only been back long enough to set the camera up. So let's open this thing and get started. We're going to go ahead and unbox this thing, do whatever needs to be done to set it up, if anything, and make our first cut, and then we're going to put the speed square on that cut and see if it's actually 90, and then we'll do a 45 and see if it's actually 45. Alright, so let's go here. Well, tape seems to be good so far. Ooh. Hey, there is actually a miter saw in there. Here I was thinking it was going to be a brick. Okay. We've got a bag of goodies here. Okay, let's set that off to the side. I can't see through that milky plastic to tell what that is. Let's see. Okay, that's just a piece of cardboard. We can toss that right there out of the way. Well, I'm going to get it out of here. Well, it certainly seems to be packaged well. You know, so I'm pretty impressed with that so far. Is there anything in here we need to... No. Guess not. Okay. I think we're actually ready to pull the saw out, YouTube. Anything in that? No. Anything left in the box? No. Alrighty. We'll put that there out of the way. Okay. I got it all wonkied up here. So let's see here. Well, I guess the instructions are on the bag, so, or in the bag. Okay, we've got a mushed up manual here. Let's see. Alright, YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video while I look through this manual, and then we'll see about setting this thing up. Oh, hey, how about that, YouTube? It didn't mention it nowhere on the outside of the box that I saw, but it actually came with a blade. But, not knowing if it came with a blade, and just, you know, potentially save myself another trip to Lowe's, I actually went and bought a blade. So, we'll just stick that back up there out of the way. I planned on revealing that later in a funny way, but, you know, whatever. Alright, let's pause this video while I get this thing set up. It's, you know, that stuff's so simple, you know, you don't really need a video for that. Okay, YouTube, we've got this thing all assembled. So, it really was quite simple. I mean, it's literally put this piece on. I don't really know what you call it. Put this clamp on, which I find to be kind of ingenious. I mean, it's adjustable for left, right, up, snaps in place. Or you can just take the whole thing off. Pretty happy about that. It's got a little holder back here that you have to put in. I actually had to read the instructions because I thought it was something to support the work on the outside, but that's not what it was. Is to go back here. So I guess for when you let up off the saw to keep it from, you know, throwing itself over. Okay, so, you know, really, and it comes back out of the box. Out of the box, with, instead of this handle being installed, there's a bolt in there. A bolt in there that you just have to take out and, you know, do whatever you see fit with. You know. Oh, okay, good. It did come with an Allen wrench to take the blade off. I didn't notice that at first. It has a little Allen wrench to take the blade off and a place to store it. It also, I like this. To take the blade off, you press this little thing down, and it locks the blade in place for you. And then you can take your blade off. And you have your free blade back up. It's spring loaded. You just let off of it. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. It also has a lockdown for, I guess, for storage or, you know, putting in the car or whatnot. You know, I'm pretty happy about that. And it also comes with the dust sock. You know, which, yeah, I'm not gonna see that being of very much use, but you know, it's there. So let's I can see a sort of a design flaw already. This clamp is adjusted all the way down, and it's not gonna hold. Oof. Oh, I'm getting old. It's not gonna hold a piece of standard 1.5-inch piece of lumber down for you. So, you know, it is what it is. If you was to take this bevel guard or whatever they call it off, you could do it that way. Well, you know, wait a minute, we might be able to do it like this. No, we can't. Dang. You know, not exactly thrilled about that, but it is what it is. So let's keep that down right there, and we'll plug this thing in and see how much racket we can make and disturb my neighbors. Okay. Yeah, it also has a trigger and a safety switch, so you know you actually gotta press this down before you can use the trigger. I do not know if this thing has an on-off switch, and I'm honestly not seeing one. The rigid one we had at work before the plastic got busted on it and we took it out of service for safety reasons, it actually had an on-off switch in addition to a safety switch here and the trigger. So, you know, you really had to be in your right frame of mind to use it. Let's see if this will go high enough to turn a 2x6 on its side and cut it. I measured it, and it should, as far as I can tell, cut all the way through a 2x6. Alright, like this. And that is a negative. Okay, so, well, I guess we can go ahead and move this clamp to the other side. It has a place for it. I guess they want you to use the wing nut thingy for this side. Those are some rather cheap clamps, but you know. Right. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not sure, maybe my woods are not quite square, but there is some rocking. Well, maybe there isn't. Let me see. Okay, maybe it was just me. Lock that down. Go ahead and lock our piece of wood down for a nice flat cut. As flimsy as that metal is, YouTube, you're not going to want to clamp that down very tight. And I clamped it pretty loose, and you see it's holding quite well, you know, so. Let's, we're actually going to move this over. Let's see. I did take the speed square while the camera was off, and you see 0 degrees is actually straight, as well as the blade. But, you know, let's actually try that on a piece of wood. First of all, I think we're going to adjust this piece of wood. I'm not real sure. Yeah, it's something else, YouTube, that we discovered at work. These bevel things here, you want part of your wood to actually be touching this. Which, by the way, I've not tightened that one up, that's why it's wobbling. If you don't, sometimes the blade can catch the wood and actually spin it around. And on the rigid saw at work, it actually flew a piece up, bounced off the blade guard and flew over and almost hit one of my co-workers in the head. Of course, you know, that particular co-worker, it wouldn't have hurt nothing if it hit him in the head. Yeah, if that particular co-worker sees this video, he's probably gonna pound my head in come Monday morning. Alright, we are set at 0 and 0, so let's try this puppy out. Oh, okay, I see. We're actually hitting the dooflunky there. I ain't no good, YouTube. Yeah. Okay, I can see that is going to be a major malfunction there. Pretty rank design flaw there, if you ask me. Okay, so that's obviously gonna have to be changed up somehow. Well, not how I had intended that to work, YouTube. Not at all. I can't even turn this enough to get it out of the way. Dang. So we're gonna just go ahead and take this thing out of the equation. Alrighty, let's try this, YouTube. Be sure that my fingers are clear and out of the way. Well, it cut right through a 2x. Actually, let's measure this. Be sure it is actually a 2x6. 5.5 inches. It is a 2x6. I was watching this lady that does furniture builds on YouTube, and she was online on some other thing that wasn't YouTube, and she came back in her following video, and she was talking about she was surprised that to learn that a lot of people didn't know that a 2x2 wasn't actually 2 inches by 2 inches. You know, but yeah. Oh well. YouTube, that left a pretty nice clean cut, even with the factory blade. So, I mean, I'm not sure how well y'all can, well, you know what, let me just move over here. YouTube, that left a really nice clean cut. Really impressed with it. Okay, it is quite noisy. Let's check for square now. We've got that side matched up all the way against that. It might be just a hair out of square. It may very well be. You know what? I'd say that was damn near perfect. I mean, it's a construction saw. You know, we're not going for, you know, thousandths of a degree accuracy here. This thing, I can feel it slightly high here and smooth here. You know, with the edge of the speed square. Of course, now this is a Chinese Harbor Freight speed square. It may not be all that square. So, you know, if I had to rate this saw for, you know, somebody, a professional saw, you know, like for a wood shop or something, no, it's certainly not suitable. For somebody that's going to use this for, you know, building a deck, one time to build a deck at their house, this saw is perfect for them, as far as I can tell. You know, it obviously, you know, certainly has some flaws with the, you know, can't really use the clamp on this side, and then, you know, on this side, you can't put the clamp down enough to, you know, clamp a piece of wood down, you know. Although, at work, we never use clamps. So, you know, that's, you know, if you want the clamp, and, you know, then you're not really going to like that clamp. But, you know, as far as I can tell, you don't really need a clamp. So, that's it. And, tomorrow is going to be the actual video where I build sawhorses and hopefully give this thing a wee bit of use in an actual something other than hacking up a 2x6 that I was probably going to save for a different project. Getting old, YouTube. Alright, I appreciate y'all watching. If you made it this far into the video, you know, thank you. And if you would, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, maybe share it with your friends and all that good static. Alright, good night, YouTube. I'll try to, if I can remember, I'll try to put the box specifications in the description. All the information from the box in the description for you. And or if it's not in the description, it'll probably maybe pinned in a comment in the comment section. Yeah, that's something else. Where would y'all rather see information like that? Would you rather information, I guess pertinent information? Would y'all rather that be in the description, or would you rather it be pinned in a comment? All right. Thank y'all for watching.